Hello, and welcome to a tier list video, because why not? They're a thing, right? Yeah. Okay. So, this is going to be the Empire's tier list video. See, this is Empire. Means it's Empires. Not Empire's Total War. Or Empire Total War. Alright. Yeah, Calm Down, Level Up did one. And then Drew did one. And then Alex did one. Today. I literally watched it like 5 seconds ago. I was like, it's a website. I recorded it before it was really bad. But this is a website, so it's like, better. So we're doing this, I guess. I'll just start. We've got the Holy Roman Empire. Is it really an empire? I don't think so. It's like a government of it's like a bunch of states. That's about all this is. I'm gonna put it in E because I don't care about it. Its opinion. Now I've noticed something interesting. Oh frick! I noticed something interesting here. We've got the Austrian Empire and we've got the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And just to spite someone who I know is probably gonna watch this eventually, Austria-Hungary, they're okay. They didn't do as good as they could have, and they didn't last that long, and it was a terrible government that only favored two parts of the bunch of groups that were in it, so there you go. D tier. D for trash. Austrian Empire lasted forever, had a bunch of great-ish kings, fought off the Ottomans with the help of someone else in this list who I'm gonna make epic. C tier. Right in the middle. They're not too great. They're not too bad. It's fine. Qing China, Chinese Empire. They exist, I guess. They were pretty cool to start. They're pretty cool to play in E4, but like especially World War II or World War I, they're like hot garbage. So they're gonna go with HRE, Yellow Fellows. All right. The bunnies are big brain. Portugal, well, they were like one of the first massive colonial empires, but they kind of aren't as epic as Spain, I don't think, because Spain was big boy, Portugal was small boy. I mean, Portugal's smaller in general, but Portugal also didn't last that long either. And neither of them really lasted that long. Brazil's a nicer country today. I'm going to put them with Austria in C tier, right in the middle. I feel like they're deserving of that spot. Well, I mean, if you know anything, that's a good spot for them. Because, Mussolini's a cool boy, isn't he? Alright, here's the German Empire. They were pretty cool. They did like World War I stuff, and they like colonized and were really powerful and industrialized for the times. Just their friend wasn't exactly high on the tier list, were they? I think that German Empire deserves A tier or B tier. I'm gonna put them in B tier because they didn't do that well in the war. Next up, Cancer Blob. Except this one's like bad version because it's gay. Yeah, France isn't exactly. They weren't exactly that great. I'm split between E and F because they just did not do well. I think I'm gonna put them in E because they managed to colonize and become one of the major colonial powers. They did become one of the major colonial powers as well, along with some other people that are here. But yeah, that's a good spot for them, I think. Next up, the man, the myth, the legend, the British Empire, the biggest empire in the world, one of the longest lasting empires ever. The sun never sets on the British Empire. They also won several world wars. They beat Napoleon. You know, S tier all the way. This is the freaking Islamic Caliphate that started Islam, basically, isn't it? Heck. They were pretty cool. They, like, existed, I guess. And then they apparently they exploded quickly. I'm gonna put them in D tier, I guess. They're not the best, not the worst, you know. Good stuff, right? Alright. Byzantium. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of overrated. They were cool, but they weren't epic. They were just cool. They did well at the start of their reign, like most of these people did, actually. Like at the, and then they just really slowly declined. Really slowly. I'm gonna put them in C tier. I think they're pretty average cabbages, you know. Austria, yeah, I'm gonna keep them in C. Just gonna make sure these guys are below them. The Ottoman Empire. I mean, come on. Conquered a bunch of the Middle East. Conquered a bunch of Europe. They were really developed. They were really advanced for the start of their empire. They lasted a long time, which is a plus. They did really well at the start of their empire, and then they kind of, you know, declined a bit. But that's most of these people. They just took forever, just like Byzantium. It's just Byzantium but longer, and also they killed Byzantium. So I mean, if you defeat several of the empires on this list, S tier. Mexican Empire. Really don't know about anything except for the fact that they lost Texas to America and all their stuff that they had to America. So, I mean, there you go. The Russian Empire. Wow, this is really bad. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Russian Empire. They exist, I guess. I feel like they're probably pretty average. Because they were really undeveloped, just in general. Especially their infrastructure. Their infrastructure was terrible. And they lost to the Reds. Better red than dead. Or better dead than red, I mean. Yeah. C tier. Rome. Probably the most overrated empire. But they're still good. I think... I mean, they lasted a long time. They were big boys, and then they split in half. And they I mean, they beat some Africans, you know. They beat defenseless barbarians as well, until the barbarians decided to kill them instead. I'm gonna put Rome with the German Empire in B tier. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm perfect. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. It's not an empire, it's Commonwealth. I like their government form. Their government form is pretty litty. TBH. And they were like winged hussars. I'm not putting them in S tier, by the way. They were like winged hussars and stuff. They were Poland. They were between two bigger boys, Russia and the Germans. I'm pretty sure them along with Sweden are the only countries to take Moscow after Russia formed. Mongolia did too, but it was just because it was a bunch of ungrouped people. So, you know, I think I'm gonna put Poland A tier. The Spanish Empire, when they were the colonial empire of the days, I'm split between D and C because they really made a trashy part of the world exist. Part that was really poor. I mean, look at Venezuela. Highest inflation by far. I think I'm gonna go for D tier for C tier for Spain. Napoleonic France. I mean, they conquered a ton of Europe. They beat a bunch of people until they got beat by the S tier. I mean, you just can't beat the S tier, can you? Unless they just die out over time. Uh, Napoleon's pretty cool. They liked cannons. They have a total war named after them. I mean, sort of the British, but you know, I think they get A tier. They're there with Poland. Probably slightly above, to be fair, but around there. The Japanese Empire, they were like kind of racist, TBH. I mean, so is another one on this list that we will not mention. I feel like they should just go right below them because, I mean, they surrendered too. They just took a little bit longer. Something like doesn't really matter, does it? I'm just gonna put them in D tier. I mean, they got beat by nukes, so you never know. And Mongolian Empire, largest physical land empire, like not physical, largest connected land empire, because they just kind of went through places and decided it was theirs. They didn't really care about what you were doing. You know, they were just there. I honestly, they probably, I think I might give them A tier because they were cool. Mongolia, but they really exploded into a bunch of different states, like a lot of these places did. I'm gonna put them in A tier. That's my tier list. Well, actually, all right. So I'm gonna go over these extra flags I've got here. Can we like see the bottom tier? There we go. All right, these are the extra flags I've got. So we've got the Dutch, the Swedish, the Mughals, the Macedonians, and the Persians. I'll start with the Persians. They're a pretty cool ancient empire, to be fair. They, they were big, but they kind of got conquered by someone else here. I'd say solid D tier, along with the Umayyad. I think that's what it was. Umayyad Caliphate. I'd say D tier for these guys, so I'm gonna bip them out of here. They're gone. Macedonia, they, killed the people I just talked about. That's the main thing. But as soon as Alexander the Great died, they lost everything. So I'm gonna keep him C tier. So next, bam, gone. The Mughals. I mean, let's be honest. Indian Empire, am I right? Pretty good. They, got big and strong next to scary China and scary Ottomans and scary Russia. So, I mean, I think they deserve C tier. They're probably with... Oh! I want to die. I think they get C tier. Next, Sweden. They broke free from Denmark. I mean, they were Vikings. So, I mean, that's a automatic boost up from, let's say we're in the middle, C tier up to B tier. They were Vikings. They conquered Finland. Well, they had Finland. Boost up again. They conquered the Baltic region up to S. They were under Denmark down to A. They lost to Russia down to B. Gustavus Adolphus up to A. Yeah, I'll give him A tier because I just kind of did that until... Yeah. Oh my god! So yeah, I'll give him A tier. A tier to Sweden. The Dutch. Slap them in the middle. They were small. Up one, down one. They had a big colonial empire. Up one. They helped in the Napoleonic Wars for Napoleon. It's probably up to A tier. And then they were kind of outshined industrially by Belgium. So that's down to B tier. And they stopped being cool after they lost everything they had, and now they just have wooden shoes. So I put the Dutch. Nah. I put them at B tier. The Dutch are B.